I was craving Kabab Halla today, so come join me as I satisfy my craving and cook this recipe. Kabab Halla is an Egyptian onion and meat stew that is famed for its divine melt-in-your-mouth texture. I begin by slicing up 2 large onions. Feel free to adjust the amount to your liking, but more onions equals more flavor. I would have probably added 1 more onion, but I was out. What's wonderful about this recipe is its versatility. You can use any cut of meat you prefer. Since we'll be braising it for quite some time, even tougher cuts of meat will tenderize beautifully. Today I've opted for chuck roast, trimming off any excess fat and cutting it into cubes. Make sure to keep the cubes on the larger side, not too small, otherwise it will disintegrate in the sauce. In a large pot with a tablespoon of ghee, I arrange the meat and sauté it on all sides until it develops a gorgeous crust. Then I add the onions and stir. Sprinkle in some salt to help them release their juices and caramelize. It may seem like a lot of onions at first, but keep stirring until they wilt down and caramelizes completely. Season with black pepper, a teaspoon of baharat, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. Then keep stirring until all the meat and onion are completely caramelized and wilted down. Next, add enough water to cover the meat and let it simmer over medium-low heat until the meat is fully cooked through and tender. This can take anywhere between 2 to 3 hours depending on the cut of meat that you're using. But you can adjust the amount of water and cooking time as needed. Once fully cooked, if there is any excess water, you can uncover and cook on high heat until it evaporates, leaving behind a rich onion concentrate sauce that is divine. We usually serve Kabab Halla alongside rose b'sha'riyya, which is rice with vermicelli noodles. In another pot, I melt a tablespoon of ghee and toast 1 cup of vermicelli noodles until golden brown. Then I add 2 cups of washed and drained Egyptian rice. Called rose rice works well as a substitute. Stir until the rice is warm and fluffy. Then pour in 3 cups of water. Season with salt to taste, and black pepper is optional. Then let it simmer over very low heat for 20 to 25 minutes without uncovering. Once cooked, fluff it up with a spoon or a fork. Now it's time to enjoy this plate of goodness. I personally like to add the meat directly on the rice and mix them together, but you can serve them separately if you prefer. Kabab Halla is a beloved dish in every Egyptian household. It reminds me so much of my mom. Once you try it, you'll understand why. And to help me out and see more recipes like this, please make sure you share this recipe with your friends and family. Leave me a comment to let me know what you would like to see next. Bon appétit, or as we say in Egypt, بالهنا والشفا.